That beat going crazy.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and this is something different. So guys, I've got a little project car that I've had for a while, and I've been neglecting it. I don't really drive it much, I'll be honest. It probably gets driven twice a month, maybe, if that. But it's got a couple of jobs that needs doing, and I've always just planned to get around to it. I didn't get around to it this summer, but I plan to try and get these things done for next summer. So yeah, it's just a Porsche 986 Boxster, the original revision 1, early model 1998, and yeah, it's a lovely car. I do enjoy the car. As I said, I don't drive it as much as it should do, and I've got a lot of bits to be done on it. So I'm going to show you guys the car. We're going to do a sort of tour of the car, have a look at what the issues are, what the projects, the things that I need to do, and yeah, and then hopefully I can get this project going sometime soon. All right guys, so here is the car, the 986 Porsche Boxster. So I'll just do a first walk around on it. So it's in red, obviously. It's 1998, as I said. Sorry, it's really windy out here. 1998 R-Reg. I think they started in 96, this model. It's had a few upgrades. It's had an upgrade to front clear lenses. Normally they got the old egg yolks, where it's got the yellow indicators. So these have been upgraded. I think the ones at the back were upgraded as well. Yes, they are. So you can see the red and clear. There's no yellow on it. Really windy this morning. I personally like the lens color like that. It goes with the red car. So what have we got to do on this car? Issues. First issue is the exterior paint work. This car's definitely had some paint at some time in its history. It wasn't done well, I don't think. We have a lacquer issue. Basically, we've got peeling. The lacquer's been peeling. It's been blistering for a while, small blisters, but this summer it got really bad, and this was literally me just peeling away at it. I started peeling away, and as you can see, the more I do that, the more it's coming off. It's just separated from the paint. So it could be that it just needs a lacquer job. I don't know. I'm gonna have to obviously get a professional onto it. It may need respraying the front, it may need respraying the whole car. I'm not sure. The main areas with the paint issues are this wing, the bonnet, this wing as well has some, not as bad, but it has some on this wing. This wing mirror here as well has the same issue with the lacquer. So you can see this car's probably fully been painted at some time, and it's also have some minor ones down the back which might have been able to be polished, but it's the same situation. I think as well, actually, it has some very minor blistering on this back. So I think the whole car probably needs either re-lacquering or repainting. The rear bumper is a bit dull. It normally polishes up once I clean it, but it's definitely dull as well. So yeah, I'm sure some of you paint guys out there will have a better idea what can be done to save the car. You can see here again on this panel, we've got a bit of the lacquer peeling off here as well. So as far as the bodywork is concerned, that's pretty much it. There's no real dings or anything. I mean, there's this tiny little ding here, but the body itself has no dents. It has no rust, not that I've seen anyway. The wheel arches are sound, they're clean, there's no rust on them. It's a bit dirty, obviously the car needs a wash, but the wheel arches, I've been through them all, there's no rust or anything. So the body is in real good condition in that respect. So if it had a paint job, it would be really nice. So the hood as well, The hood is in really good condition. It's just dirty, but it's in very good condition. It has been upgraded as well to a glass rear window. They normally would have plastic of this model. This has got the heated rear window, which is an upgrade. So this roof has been changed up some time, and the roof is great when it works. So we can see this needs some restoration in the color, the plastics here. These could do with painting black again, the wiper arms. These need to be dealt with, polished up as well, because they're a bit dull as well. That's something that I could do quite easily. And again, these plastics again could probably do with painting black. The black plastic is just faded with the sun, the heat. So I think that's pretty much the outside. The wheels are in fairly decent condition. One or two minor curves, which is to be expected, but they're not peeling or anything like that. From what I remember, that was me. That was me here. I actually remember when I done that. I hit a curb. So you know, they could probably get tidying up the wheels, but nothing major on them. Brake pads are quite good still, if you can see them. The discs are starting to lip, so definitely that's the job I need to do, is replacing the discs. I'm probably going to replace all the discs and pads all around, just to get them up to standard. So let's have a look at the inside of the car. Again, I haven't cleaned it in a while, so it's a bit filthy. So here's the inside of the car. Not a big car, this. So if you're a taller person, you might struggle a little bit. I'm about 5'8", and it's a perfect car for me. So yeah, this is the interior. So basically it's got the original leather interior, which could do with some conditioning. We've got some sort of fading of the it's not really cracks, it's very minor. It could do with a re-dye. I was trying to do it this summer, but I never got around to it. So I'm probably going to end up just keeping the leather. As I said, there's no tears, there's no rips, even on the driver's side, really clean. So hopefully I can just get these re-dyed, and that should bring them back to life. Obviously, I said it needs a real good clean, a good valet. And all the roof, and this is all good. I know there is I took these lids off when I was working on this at one time. I've got a slight electrical issue there I need sorting out. There's a bad contact in here. So normally what happens is when you pull this down, the windows will drop, and that gets you ready to drop the hood. Let me see if I can get the keys in and show you. So I do have a minor hood issue, which I've been dealing with, but I need to get it sorted properly. So you can see here's our dash, which at the moment, if you look at it, looks like it's all fine. Everything's there, everything's reading, except for this side. So we've got an electrical issue that happened about a year ago, and it was temperamental, and I've got an issue. So I don't know whether it's the dash I need to replace, or whether it's, I think it's an earth issue somewhere, or an electrical fault somewhere that I need to sort out. So what happens is when I start the car, then the dash goes all funny. So some things I can read, some things I can't read. So you can see the MPG, I can change it, but I just can't read it properly. And these numbers all go funny and stuff. So I don't know if it's the dash, which is an electrical issue. I've got a temperature light to sort out, which I know what that is, and that's a minor thing I just need to do. What else have we got? This is just a spoiler light. Once you start driving, the spoiler light goes off. That just tells you that that's normal, that comes up. You can raise the spoiler manually or automatically when you get to a certain speed, but as soon as you drive off, this light goes off. So that's normal. That's the park light. This light here is to do with the roof, which is one of the micro switches that's not working, so it still thinks it's open. So that's part of this system that I need to sort out. I already know what the problem is, so that's another job to do. Recently, the airbag light has been temperamentally, once in a blue it will come on, like it's on now. I don't know why it's on now. Probably if I restart it, it might go off. I don't know. It's happened once in a blue, and it will just flash on and go off. So, well, it's come back on there now. So that's another issue I've got to sort out. As you can see, mounting issues to do. Lots of little jobs to do on this car. Everything here works fine. I actually have the cassette box or whatever it is, delete, which I think is quite nice. Looks more like the 911. I've actually got the unit that goes here, but I had the delete kit when I bought this. It came with it, and I put it on, so I like it. Gives you a bit more space to get your legs sort of resting here, especially people with longer legs. That's it. Stereo I upgraded. This all works fine. Sound system's really nice in this car actually. Everything here works fine. Right, so I'll see if this works. So basically you pull this back like this, and as you can see, the windows dropped, so that all works fine. And basically this is how you drop the roof. So you can see at the moment nothing's happening because there's a dodgy contact in here that needs, I had fixed it once, a bit of solder. It's probably, the contact's probably gone funny again. Sometimes I just give it a little knock and then it will work, and that's basically that. And then the roof does work. There's this micro switch that I need to sort out, which stops the roof at a certain point when it's open. Otherwise you sort of have to know when to stop the roof, otherwise it's going to go too far and then certain things are going to go out of sync. So that's why I need to sort the micro switch out. But other than that, the roof works up and down, it's fine. And that's pretty much the inside. So this car's a mid-engine car, so the engine is actually right behind here. It's quite hard to get to. You have to drop the roof and stuff to get to the engine at the back here. You can service certain things like the, I think the water pump, the belts and stuff. You can take this off and you can see, literally see the engine behind here, behind this firewall here. So there's a lot of servicing is done from here. So there's things like that I'm going to be doing, changing the belts, and probably the water pump I think I'm going to change, and do all the coolant and stuff when I sort out this issue here. So I'll be doing that. But the car doesn't overheat or anything, and it stays at temperature. So we check out the engine. Car's got a great engine. It's a 2.5, 200 bhp, I think, something like that, just over 200. Engine runs good, gearbox runs good, so mechanically the car runs really well. I replaced the struts on this because the hood never used to stay up, so I put new struts on here to hold it up, gas struts. I actually bought a set of struts for the back one at the same time, although the back one's fine. I just wanted to replace them. I haven't fitted those on yet, so that's another job I need to do, replace the two struts on the back there. Otherwise, yeah, everything else is good. So another issue I have on here is suspension. The Boxsters are notorious for having issues with suspension. This is something I've been trying to figure out for a little while over the years. I replaced the top mounts, although I think one of the bearings is a bit dodgy. When I'm taking left turns, I can feel a bit of vibration. I believe it's coming from this side. I actually think it's the shock actually. So one of the projects that I want to do on this is I want to replace the two front shocks. I've done the tie rod ends on this. I've done the can't remember what the name of it, one of the arms under there. I've done that. I've changed the bushings for the roll bar. I've done a few bits on the suspension. I have a niggling issue on this side, and I think it's to do with the actual strut. So that's another job that needs to be done. So as you can see, I've got my hands full to restore this car. I really do want to keep it, and I want to really just get through all these little issues and restore this car back to its former glory. Yes guys, so that is it. That is just a little tour of this car, just showing you a couple of the issues that it's got. This is what I can think of that it's got. I know it's got quite a few bits to do, so I've got my hands full. a lot of things to do. The biggest job on this is obviously the bodywork, probably the most expensive job I would say. I think I can handle everything else myself. I will be sort of going through it bits by bit. So the suspension is definitely one of the things I want to get done sort of first on this car, mainly because it's really annoying when I'm driving it. It sort of affects the experience of the drive, the suspension, because these cars are meant to perform quite well with this, with their handling, and any issues with the suspension just takes away from that. So definitely something I want to get done. Obviously the roof issue I want to get sorted out, because obviously for summer I want to be able to drop the roof at the drop of a button and bring it back up with no issues. So I've got these new sliders to put on as well, which is part of the issue. So I have got these, I bought these months ago. They're sitting in the house. I haven't had a chance to replace the sliders that go on the rails either side. So definitely I'll be changing those in as well. Hopefully that will improve the roof situation. So yeah, obviously the car needs a real good clean, so that's probably one of the first jobs you may see me do on the car, is just give it a real good clean so I can really assess the condition of everything. As I said, the car's been sitting for quite a lot over the last months. I rarely drive it, as I said, so it just needs some real TLC and to get it back to how it should be looking. But guys, yeah, tell me what you think about this project. If you've got any advice as well, any tips, what do you think I should tackle first, certain things I should be looking out for if you've got any experience on these cars. And if you would like to see me posting videos on these cars, I'm working on it, let me know as well. If there's interest, then I will do it and add it to the channel. Obviously I'm dealing with classics on this car, restoring classics, and I love classic cars and bikes. So this is my classic Porsche that I plan to work and restore. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comment section. Also, please like and subscribe so that you can see videos as I post them. And we are almost on 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so we can hit 1,000. Maybe we can hit for Christmas. That would be amazing. Christmas is a couple of days away from now. That would be amazing for the channel. So until the next video, guys, I'll see you soon. Take care.
Going crazy.